This week, the digital excitement knows no bounds as we talk about link building in 2024, LinkedIn and their AI-infused collaborative articles, fixing unassigned data in GA4, the demise of 4 attribution models in Google Ads and Analytics, and a long, exciting piece on how retrieval systems work for AI-driven search generative experience and the like. What a time to be alive. Dive in and enjoy this week's digital update from JB. So, let's have a look at all of this, shall we? So, first of all, link building still isn't dead. This is a handy reminder that even now, late in 2023, heading into 2024, links are still important for SEO. It's interesting how things have moved on from link building into linked earning over the last few years, despite the fact that really it's always been about gaining links because you offer something people want to link to. The simple fact of the matter is that Wikipedia has never built a link nor created content to earn a link, and yet it is probably the most linked website on the planet. Admittedly, if you are the 854th site in the niche, then you are going to struggle to gain links in a very natural and authentic fashion, although it's not impossible. Just think how many sites or apps have been built after you thought something was completely done, dusted and oversaturated. So, try not to buy links. Try not to get all sorts of low value links. Create good content which is worth a link, and build networks with people who would link you and who you would link back. Give me a shout about SEO, link building and creating great content strategies. Now let's talk about LinkedIn collaborative articles. LinkedIn is launching, promoting, reinvigorating what I think is probably its 18th creator/content/information platform. This one is called Collaborative Articles. These are articles which are sourced initially by AI and then somewhat rounded out by collaboration input from people who may or may not be subject matter experts. LinkedIn is supposed to be giving them greater visibility in search, the feed, and in notifications. The benefits for the contributor include greater visibility for your contributions and some alleged SEO benefit. I'm not sure what that is though yet. The articles have popped up in my feed have been a definite mixed bag. The AI side of it has usually been, like a lot of AI output, about 60 to 80% right, but it misses the nuance of a situation which a proper expert, like me, can bring out. And then you have a real mixed bag of comments in the follow-ups. So the other massive issue with collaborative articles is that I see them in my field and then they disappear. I know I'm supposed to respond instantly, but that's just not me. Oh well, it's probably for the best. So, second-rate content being puffed up by second-rate contributors, what could possibly go wrong? Remember my AI loop and how that content will eat itself? Social media, as we all know, is fun. Nearly as fun as content creation for it or advertising on social. Let's chat. Time to fix your unassigned data in GA4. Now, the architecture of GA4 occasionally shows its strict app roots, where a capital can make all the difference. In this case, if your traffic source or medium does not match a strict set of definitions or regular expressions, you will find your traffic going to unassigned. This is the GA equivalent of throwing its hands up in the air and just giving up. Note, it is not the dump bin of direct. This is traffic that has a source, but GA doesn't recognize it or won't assign it. Generally, the way to fix it is to correct the issue in your UTM tags. Read the GA4 guide to channels and sources and take your UTM creation strategy from there. Make sure you observe the rules around exact matching. It is normal for Google not to backfill this information, so creating proper tags will cause unassigned to drop over time, but you won't have historic data. One thing, however, that is identifiable is the campaign name used to identify and analyze traffic, but it does make it more difficult to see a channel as a single entity. I have helped clients work this analytics and GA4 oddity out before. Contact me if you want to help. Thank you. 4 attribution models pining for the Norwegian fields. Google Ads and Analytics are ditching the 4 attribution models most people know about, even if they didn't really use them. First click, linear, time decay, and position based are going the way of the dodo, heading off into the sunset, never to be seen again. When I've talked performance and conversions with clients, we've often had a quick look at these models, maybe even clicked into them once or twice, and possibly fiddled with the settings and then put them away for another 6 months. The mothballing of these is caused by the above, and Google's AI-infused data-driven model being its replacement. It's not entirely clear how the data-driven model works. We just have to trust Google, because that's what we all do, right? If I'm honest, the figures in the data-driven version don't look too bad. My general belief, though, is that when someone is fiddling with an attribution model, it's usually to their advantage. Google Ads seems to convert well all of a sudden. Who would have thought it? So let's talk conversions, analytics and performance, and Google Ads anytime you like. Finally, last but not least, let's talk about SGE and retrieval augmentation generation. Have you got half an hour to spend? Well, this is one of the times to take a bit of a dive into how information retrieval kind of works for AI and SGE, Search Generative Experience. Of course, all this is changing the paradigm, etc., and search is forever about to be changed again, and yada yada yada, maybe or maybe not. I'm still struck by the realization that we are the 1% in the rarefied atmosphere of having an interest in search and tech. Most people don't care. Men don't care to know either. AI is already or will pass them by without noticing. Something like 40 to 50% of businesses still do not have a website. Admittedly, I think that's a rubbery figure created for shock purposes, but the general point stands. If the web, coming at us since the mid-90s, hasn't penetrated that far, then what hope does AI actually have? Now, back to the article. I actually enjoyed it because I like to read about retrieval systems. But if you have any inkling of how AI works, it is not a surprise, with a few layers of retrieval, composition, checking and screening. All great and shiny and fabulous, until you see the dross that AI puts out. And yes, it's great for some things, but it has a little way to go yet. Perhaps in web terms, AI is now at the my favourite pizza topping stage of development, ready to move to MIDI music and dancing chipmunks. I look forward to that. Let's talk SEO, technology, AI and development. Call me. So over the last week, I've also published a few articles about my VCMO service, about analytics and performance, and email and CRM. Use the links beneath, have a read of them if you missed them the first time around. But yeah, that's about it. So I'm JB. This has been JB's digital update for the 24th of October 2023. Please use the links beneath or the details in the outro slide to get in touch with me. I'd love to chat to you about SEO, digital marketing, and all of the allied services I offer. So thanks very much. Lovely. Thanks for joining me. Speak soon. Cheers. Bye.